Applied Nutrition might be growing above its previous IPO expectations, but does the company have enough freshness to generate the type of consistent returns needed to win the hearts of external public market stakeholders? So I'll decode that introductory statement or question a bit later in this content, but on February 13th of 2025, Applied Nutrition updated the public markets by releasing its first trading statement since its London IPO in October. This financial release is for the company's fiscal 2025 first half period that ended January 31st of 2025. And since I believe Applied Nutrition has not yet begun regular earnings conference calls yet, I'll only be utilizing that financial information included in the trading statement along with any relevant publicly disclosed information to obviously update you on the recent performance of the various Applied Nutrition product ranges, but more importantly, utilize everything to give context for my expanded strategic commentary about the global sports nutrition market dynamics and trends. And just some quick financial mumbo jumbo housekeeping for the bulk of my audience that's located within the United States. Since Applied Nutrition is not an American corporation and has different reporting standards for their public markets, its recent trading statement was void of almost any financial metrics until official results are released in early April. Additionally, any numbers that you do hear throughout this content will be accounting for first half activity, so 6 months of performance, not the typical 3. Additionally, I did the currency conversion on all of these revenue numbers, so these numbers that you will be hearing will be in US dollars, not British pounds. Okay, enough with the formalities. Let's start with a quick update on that financial data. Over the first 6 months of fiscal 2025, Applied Nutrition reported generating revenue just shy of $60 million, which I believe would be an increase of around 19% year over year. It was also noted in the statement that the adjusted EBITDA margin was in line with expectations, and while no actual numbers were provided, we can assume an adjusted EBITDA margin around the company's historical average of about 29%. But how about we use that last point around strong net profitability as a transition to begin analyzing the quote unquote significant progress towards its growth strategy delivered by Applied Nutrition in the first half of fiscal 2025. Applied Nutrition has historically reinvested profits back into the company's manufacturing capabilities and operational facilities. And that existing pattern of capital allocation was reinforced in this latest trading statement. As the company noted, a manufacturing extension was also completed, increasing its capacity to allow revenues of around $200 million. From previous financial documents, we know that about 80% of all Applied Nutrition products are self-manufactured, which allows the company to quickly evolve its product strategy to access emerging trends and fill opportunity gaps across the marketplace, positively impacting growth of distribution points and shelf space with existing and new customers. A few such examples were highlighted in the trading statement, from sparkling protein water to creatine gummies, and even a collection of endurance products launched in flavor collaboration with the candy brand Vimto. Additionally, wellness supplements in partnership with UK media personality Colleen Rooney was recently launched and will be stocked nationwide in Holland and Barrett next month. But for those unaware, wholesale revenue accounts for about 90% of all Applied Nutrition global revenue. And that physical retail go-to-market preference is central to Applied Nutrition, mostly because it's built off the founder's own reputation and trust with other UK specialty retailers from his previous supplement import business, which eventually translated into brand trust with consumers. But that vertical integration element can also be leveraged by Applied Nutrition for geographical expansion, with about 60% of its total revenue currently being captured from commercial activities outside its home market of the UK. And a few such examples were highlighted in the trading statement, from specialty retail placement expansion in Canada to further country penetration in South America, and items will begin selling in Singapore through a new distribution partnership. But arguably the most important geographical expansion progress has been happening within the United States. To streamline this content piece, I won't repeat my previous detailed backstory on the US leadership and management team swap, US trademark issue around Applied Nutrition, and a previous Walmart placement under the All Black Everything line extension. If you did want more context around that subject matter, please check out my previous Applied Nutrition content pieces from last year. Instead, I want to focus on more recent commercial progress within the US market. And the most notable news would be the launch of AN Performance products across 700 of the Vitamin Shoppe stores nationwide. Additionally, and this is partly in reference to that freshness introductory comment, but the company partnered with global fruit company Chiquita to launch officially licensed flavors of several AN Performance products. And while I'm just a single peanut in the gallery of many, I've tried each of those AN Performance Chiquita products, and I'd rate them very high in terms of flavor matching, flavor likability, and formulation approach. Now, does that mean anything? Well, I've certainly, let's call it knighted because of the company's British roots, many of the functional CPG products well before they went on to an outsized mainstream commercial success. But most of my early conviction built around certain new products is directly tied to freshness, aka appealing distinctiveness of its brand strategy. So while having those great localized applied nutrition products is a foundational element to unlocking any chance of US marketplace success, I'm still hesitant to make louder or more confident declarations because I don't believe there has been enough progress in the slight uptick of brand investments recently, both globally but more specifically in the US market. And I mentioned global brand investments because even in the era of heightened nationalism and trade protectionism, social platforms and online marketplaces have made what's trending, what gets attention, and ultimately what sells a borderless decision. But buried within the financial document was a statement by Applied Nutrition that highly effective marketing strategy continues to go from strength to strength. Applied Nutrition then shared a few detailed examples that more so than anything felt like it affirmed my previous commentary that brand building is not a core competency of the multinational company. And that's why I've also previously stated that the US subsidiary of Applied Nutrition might need to take control of the entire global brand strategy if it hopes to have a meaningful chance at outsized commercial success in the fastest moving, quickest evolving, and most competitive marketplace for the sports and active nutrition niche of the supplement industry. But that being said, I also acknowledge that the US team is already waist deep trying to overcome several massive challenges simultaneously, from making American consumers care about a small to medium-sized foreign sports nutrition company that can't even be directly leveraged by name because of trademark issues, to then building out, managing, and growing awareness of multiple product ranges with diversity in terms of everything from subcategories to formats and positioning strategy. The US market is where dreams can become reality, but also nightmares are waiting around every corner. So while clarifying and supporting the portfolio's core values, reconfiguring around multiple line extensions, and simplifying each line extension's message isn't impossible, it will require patience and trust from the outside investment community, outsiders like me, and even Applied Nutrition leadership based in the UK. But I hope you enjoyed the first principles thinking that went into my latest YouTube video. If you did, can you do me a favor by hitting that like button? That quick and free action helps YouTube know my content is worth spreading to more people. Also, we're getting really close to reaching my next subscriber goal, and it would be great if you join me on this journey. But to do that, we need to fix the fact that slightly more than 3/4 of you that are watching this video right now are not subscribed to my YouTube channel, and that hurts my feelings. Regardless, I want to thank you for giving me some of your attention and time, and I'll see you on the next one.